I would describe the Georgia Highlands nursing program as challenging, but also creating a supportive environment.
The way I would describe the Georgia Highlands nursing program is visionary.
If you want to be successful and graduate and pass your NCLEX, Georgia Highlands to me would be the best place to go.
It was 1991 when I started teaching after I got my master's degree. And so at that time, the nursing program was at main campus still. It hadn't moved to Heritage Hall yet. We had the LPN to RN Bridge program. Ms. Nora was still there. I got the privilege of working with Ms. Nora, which was wonderful experience. She was a spitfire. There's just no other way to describe it. If she wanted something done, it got done.
When I first started, the woman who started the program was still the director of the program. So her name was Nora Bellin, and so she knew it from the get-go. She made it happen.
Ms. Nora, I think being in the classroom with her, the kindness and compassion that she exhibited each and every day, and then also not only in the classroom but in our clinical experiences, brought about innovation, creativity, but also really an expectation and accountability for the bedside nurse.
She was tough. I mean, she expected you to do the best, which I liked. So I think she brought out the best in people.
That's why the program got the wonderful start that it got and why it has grown to the program that it is today. It was because of Ms. Nora. And then, of course, when Ms. Nora retired, Barb Reese became the director of the program. And so I worked with her for many years. That was when the Board of Regents was focusing on increasing the nursing graduates, and we became part of the Nursing Education Task Force grant, and that's when we really grew. That's when we added the Ackworth and later Marietta students, is when we had a second January admission. That's the time when we grew to the point of 128 graduates. We had 21 faculty members at that time. When I first started, we had about 10 to 12 faculty members. And so that was a time of big growth and big change. And that continued on even after Barb Reese retired. And when she retired, that's when I became the director of the nursing program. And so I was only the third director, and we've only had one other since then.
We went through a lot of changes while I was here, which at the time I did not appreciate. Now I do, because as I look back, I realized that it was based on feedback from our students, feedback from the nursing alumni, and that we really paid attention to how our students did on national board exams. So that in fact our changes were based on data that said, you're weak here, you're really good here. Also, the nursing profession is moving in this direction. Let's get our students ready for this. There are some changes in nursing.
Experience I've had here has been very positive, very encouraging, and the instructors really want to see us succeed, not just in the nursing program, but even in my prerequisite courses. The instructors really want to help you succeed. They want to see you succeed.
I'm a big believer that when you push yourself and you are challenged, that you become more, you become better. And it takes a team to really accomplish anything great. I saw a great team at work at Georgia Highlands within the nursing program. I didn't want to just become a nurse. I didn't, so I was accepted at a few schools, but I believed that this program would be challenging and that it would make me a better nurse.
Ever since I started the program, I started wearing hearing aids because of my hearing deficit that's just genetic from when I was a kid. I would say a lot of people have really invested time in helping me be successful. And so I'm not really sure how it is at other schools, but I would say that they really go out of their way to make sure that they can do everything possible. So I've really appreciated that.
You have to have a love for nursing, just in general, in order to do it, because it is hard to do. But for me, I love it.
I was a young mother who I had 2 young children at home and a wonderful husband to support me, but there was no way that I could make the time commitment or the financial commitment to one of the private schools that's closer to this area, or even one that I had to drive farther to. It simply wouldn't have been an option for me.
In 2008, I was enrolled, I completed a semester, but unfortunately, ultimately was not able to complete it. And I knew from that moment moving forward that I had a goal, that I wanted to return and complete this program. I believed in it. I had a great relationship with my instructors that I worked with here, and I did have a goal and an aim to return and complete, and so fortunately and ultimately I was able to do that.
The college was built to meet the needs of those students who couldn't go away. And we do more than that now. It's not just being able to meet the needs of the students that can't go away to college, but those who want an affordable education, who need to be home, for those students that need to get a job and get working faster than it would take them to get a baccalaureate degree in nursing.
I think the faculty want the students to succeed, and I think they provide a supportive environment for the students. I think the bonds that you make with the faculty and the staff are lifelong relationships.
During the bridge, I was having some difficulty adjusting to the testing and everything like that, and my mentor was there with me every step of the way. She was phenomenal.
Our professors are great. They really care about their students and they're really invested in you learning the material and becoming a great nurse.
Because of being a clinical instructor and a preceptor for the nursing program, I got to see those students make those connections between what they were learning in the classroom and what they were seeing in practice.
The program definitely offers us so many opportunities to learn and grow so that we will be prepared for our future nursing jobs.
There's a moment in time when when the light bulb goes off, is what I call it. And you can see it happening. It is so exciting, because then you're there. Sometimes you see it in class, but you really, really see it in clinical. When all of a sudden, you know, it's not just knowledge up here. It's not just practicing the technique. It's like they get it.
They're visionary, they're transformational leaders. They're making sure that they put out quality programs and quality students that are able to succeed when they do graduate and start their career paths.
If you're going to strongly consider nursing, you need to go to Georgia Highlands Nursing School. That's a program that will allow you to learn the skills, the information, and they'll also be able to teach you the heart by sort of bestowing that upon you. By modeling that in front of you, you'll not only learn the skills, learn the information, but you'll see the heart and the soul that's required to go into the field of helping people day after day.
It's a wonderful education. I learned so much when I was here, and I would say it's also very, very rewarding.
You're a nurse when you're at home, if your families are sick or anybody's calling you, asking you questions.
I think healthcare offers a diverse, wide range of opportunities, and it's a very gratifying and rewarding career.
It's been awesome to watch how much the program has grown and changed to meet the demands of nursing across Northwest Georgia.
So it's been 50 years. How special is that? That's incredible. I know that you're on fire and you're moving in a great direction more than ever, so cheers to the next 50.
Happy anniversary, and thank you for all that you've done for myself and for the community by being a part of Rome, Georgia, Floyd County, and the amount of nurses that you have put forth into this community to care for all of us is a wonderful thing. So I would say thank you.